Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fine afternoon, and welcome to Futu TV. Today, I want to share something small about the 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 launch of the second bipartisan talks between the two opposing groups. That is Kenya Kwanza, and which is the ruling coalition, and the Azimio la Umoja, which is on the opposition side. Basically, 3 days ago, Azimio unveiled its 5 members who will sit in the the second bipartisan talk. Remember, there was the first bipartisan talk, which was led by on the side of Kenya Kwanza. The talks were led by Senator Boni Halwale, who is also the majority whip at the Senate, while on the other hand we had Otiende Amolo, who led the bipartisan talk for Azimio la Umoja One Kenya. Remember, on last week on Friday, there was when President William Ruto was at his tour in Mombasa. In Mombasa, William Ruto was privileged to meet. There was a closed-door meeting between Raila Odinga and William Ruto from the Coast region, and so also we are being told that in the discussion, in the meeting, in attendance was Olusegun Obasanjo, whom I think is a former Nigeria president, if I'm not wrong, who facilitated the talks. But in the long run, they disagreed, whereby William Ruto didn't want Olusegun Obasanjo to be involved in matters related to Kenyan politics. According to William Ruto, he believed that we have so many people within the country who can spearhead such talks. But in the long run, also there were allegations the other week, last week but one, where there were allegations that Samia Suluhu Hassan visited Kenya with an aim of leading the negotiation between Raila Odinga and William Ruto. But William Ruto failed to acknowledge his statement, of which Samia Suluhu Hassan, when President William Ruto was attending the African Union Summit in Tanzania, which was held in Arusha, Tanzania, where Samia Suluhu Hassan was quoted saying that he did not come to Kenya to, neither did he even, he was not around, as it was alleged by Azimio talks. But today my discussion is directly to the second bipartisan talks. First of all, what do you think? First of all, we want to look at the members whom Azimio have presented, and secondly, we look at members that have been presented by Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Before we proceed, last week, it was on Friday, Secretary General for ODM, that is Edwin Sifuna, who also happens to be the senator for Nairobi County, he was being hosted in one of the media stations, national television, that is Citizen Television, at the daybreak, and he was hosted alongside Boni Halwale, the senator for Nairobi. not Eugene Wamalwa, but Edwin Sifuna was quoted saying that if there are going to be a second talks on bipartisan, he is not going to take part in such discussions because Kenya Kwanza are not committing themselves towards the cause. I said fine, but I asked why. He went ahead and he said, if there will be another bipartisan talk to engage Kenya Kwanza, he is going to step aside. He's ready to step aside, for he has other duties delegated to him by Nairobians and to serve Kenyans as a whole at large. This message alone sent a very critical information message to the political class. However, he went ahead and said that if we are going to have any talks, I'll suggest a team that will be led by Embakasi Member of Parliament, that is Embakasi East Member of Parliament, that is Paul Ongili, alias Babu Wino, and the second one, Peter Kalero Salasia, the Mumias East Member of Parliament, who is the first term serving member of Parliament, whom I quote, not real. I think he is not familiar with the conduct of national politics. But Edwin Sifuna said, I'll not be part and parcel of that. On Friday last week, Azimio unveiled its 3 days ago, Azimio unveiled its, on Monday, Azimio unveiled its 5 members to take part in those discussions. The team unveiled comprised of the following: Wiper boss, Carl Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, that is one. Second one was none other than the DAP party leader, who also happens to be the former defense minister, CS, that is Eugene Wamalwa. The third one is none other than the minority leader for Azimio, that is, who also happens to be the Ugunja Member of Parliament, that is Opiyo Wandayi. The third one is let me just try to recall, because I had written in a given short list, but I've misplaced the list basically. But just to Amina Munyanzi was the fourth one. Then the fifth one, we have a given member of Parliament, but his name I've forgotten it a bit. Okay, Kalonzo, Eugene Wamalwa, Opiyo Wandayi, Amina Munyanzi. Now, that is a good team, by the way, to be presented for a talk, as opposed to as compared to the first talk team that was presented, that was led by Rarieda Member of Parliament, that is Opiyo Otiende Amolo, who is a member of Parliament for Rarieda constituency in Siaya County. Then this one will be led by Kalonzo. In the other one, we had Otiende Amolo, the minority whip for Senate, Stewart Masayo, who is also the Kilifi senator, Edwin Sifuna, the Nairobi senator, amongst others. I can't recall the names clearly, but on the other team for Kenya Kwanza was led by Boni Halwale. We had people like how do you call this guy? Boni Halwale. We had Adams Keinan, who was placed there just strategically. Remember that Adams Keinan, the eldest member of parliament, is still in Jubilee Party, which is a party that sponsored him to the parliament, and he was not allowed by Azimio to sit in the bipartisan talk. So it caused some commotion. In the long run, the first bipartisan team failed to deliver. It didn't deliver because majority of the issues that were to be discussed were not agreed at first, and also the composition of the members who were participating in those talks were not did not qualify based on the Azimio side. Then there was also another allegations that Azimio, when they went to the discussion, they said, apart from what we have been claiming, we have this one. We must settle this one first of all before we move to the next one. But yesterday, Azimio Kenya Kwanza has unveiled its team. I don't want to go into details on who was selected and not, but I want to just mention the leader and just who will represent the rest. Azimio Kenya Kwanza will be led by the majority leader for the Parliament National Assembly, who is a Kikuyu member of Parliament, none other than Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah is the most trusted member of Parliament by President William Ruto. Remember, from Mount Kenya Brigade, amongst the first people to be aligned along the the initial Tanga team, it was none other than Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah has stood with William Ruto since 2013, when he was first elected as a member of parliament, and as we are talking right now, he is a third-term member of parliament, a third-term serving member of parliament. Now, surely, what are the aims of William Ruto for spearheading Kimani Ichung'wah to engage to lead the Kenya Kwanza team? Do you think we don't have other people, senior people within the government who can take part in such discussions? If you ask me, I'll tell you that William Ruto, he knows what he's doing. First of all, he is preparing Kimani Ichung'wah for the future roles. Are you getting? Secondly, he has underrated the Azimio team. You can imagine a third-term member of parliament engaging into talks, leading a team that has to discuss issues with Azimio side that is led by Kalonzo Musyoka. You can imagine. Apart from that, an MP who is an economist, that is Kimani Ichung'wah, engaging into discussions with a group of lawyers. The first one is senior counsel James Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Paul Wanani, professor of mathematics, or so-called who is a Upunja member of parliament, that is Opiyo Wandayi. Then another senior counsel, what is the name? Shit, I've forgotten. In general, William Ruto knows what he has done, and in fact, these talks are not heading nowhere. These talks are just aiming at to play time by time. It is going to happen like that of BBI. Do you remember what happened during the BBI? Mara, we have to go to collect signatures. We need to move to all 47 counties to collect their views. We need to collect people's opinions. I don't know what. Then finally, out of nowhere, the quota came and dismantled everything. The same is being applied in this bipartisan talk. This is a method of William Ruto for ruling that was tried and tested during when he was still as the deputy president, the second term between 2017 and 2022. He used the same tactic to delay the campaign season until the BPI reached was stopped by the court towards the election. So these discussions are not heading anywhere. Remember, they were asked that as we are coming to this discussion, let's not bring let's not be too demanding. Let's reduce. Let's play cool when it comes to issues that we are going. You cannot engage into a discussion when we cannot reach to a discussion when you have your enemy, you have your demands. Also, I have my demands. We will not reach into a win-win situation. If we engage into a discussion, let's come. I'm coming zero, you come zero, then we find a win-win situation. But on the Kenya Azimio side, they are saying that before we engage into this discussion about the election, I don't know, opening of the server, about political parties, respect for the political parties, let's lower the cost of living. The Azimio side have said that the low cost of living is not going to go down sooner, but instead we are ready to engage in other discussion. This discussion is not heading nowhere, but this is a developing story. Let's keep an eye, and we shall interrogate. I shall keep on updating you on the recent developments, and also I don't know what you think. At the comment section, let's interact and see on which and where can we what do you think, and maybe if I'm wrong also you are free. For those who have subscribed, thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel and watching this video. I'm proud of you. Then to our initial subscribers, to those who have not subscribed, please take a minute, second or two, go to the subscription button, press the subscription button, press the notification bell, so that when anytime I produce such like a video, you will be the first person to be notified that Photo TV has produced another video. This is Photo Special mwenyewe, and this is Photo TV. Thank you guys, and have a nice evening.